Pandemonium in Europe continues as investors run for shelter. Spain's chaos has spread from banks to the regions, with the ailing country limping towards some major economic surgery. A review of Greece's bailout is underway, and even Germany is on credit watch. But despite all this gloom, the IMF is seeing blue skies in the east, issuing an optimistic report on China. Rebecca Nash reports.
The headlines are again making dire predictions, while the protests return to the streets of Europe. This is Spain, where the latest fault lines are emerging.
We could
have to have a full-scale bailout, a bailout of the Spanish economy that would represent a lot of money for Europe.
But Europe's fourth largest economy could be too big to bail out, literally draining all of the economic zone's emergency funds. Overnight, Spain watched its 10-year bond rate soar past 7.5%.
If the European Central Bank does not take action, our last option would be the breakdown of the euro, which would bring unpredictable consequences.
And the reverberations are already being felt by their neighbours. Government bond rates are also on a steep climb in Italy, where planned budget cuts are already sparking protests. Over in the UK, GDP figures are expected to confirm Britain is in the grip of its longest double-dip recession in more than 50 years, while Moody's has revised down the rating of Europe's stalwart, Germany.
Initially, it's only a warning shot. It is too early to be really concerned about it and be worried about the intrinsic value of the government bonds.
And in the grip of its Great Depression, Greece is still protesting, as its lenders from the European Commission, the Central Bank and the IMF go over the books. There's speculation the so-called Troika could be underwhelmed by the government's progress on reining in its spiralling debt and hold back the next payment of the bailout package. But if this all seems a bit glum, the IMF has found solace in China's outlook. In fact, the International Bank has taken to the streets of China to let the people ask the questions.
What are your views on the near-term and the medium-term outlook for China?
Overall, we are very confident that China is experiencing what we call a soft landing.
So not yet time to assume the brace position.